Martin, in the end, is that the perfect start for you at York City?
Yeah, you come to a new club and your first thing is that you just want to get 3 points on the board.
Performance in the second half wasn't the greatest, but as you rightly say, it's all about points at this stage of the season.
It is, and I think after the disappointment of last week, Brackley's a very strong team. I think it's a long time since they've lost, and I thought we started well. We did fatigue, we tired, which we always felt that would come into the game. It's something that we didn't work on very much. So at over 90 minutes, we've got to be the fittest team in the league.
Yeah, you've talked about a lack of fitness in the squad when you arrived at the beginning of the week. You feel as though you saw that this afternoon?
Oh yeah, 100%. You can see fatigue creeping in, but I thought what was very good today, the senior players, I thought they kept a good shape off the ball, and they didn't really create an awful lot of chances. But I thought big John Park, and he buys himself a free kick, and if you'd have watched that on Match Today tonight, I think it's probably the goal of the month, isn't it? Yeah,
it was a great free kick, still rising, I think, when it hit the net. Did you always know he was going to take it? Because we've seen Josh Law in pre-season, I know before your time, taking free kicks and hitting the target, scoring quite a few goals from free kicks. Did you always think it would be John who took that free kick?
I think it would. He's in great form, isn't he? And I think he gets himself. I'm big on set pieces. He scored the first goal of what we've done this week on the training ground, and it was great to see that come off. Obviously, Johnny gets himself a free kick, and I think as a forward, you want your forwards, but when it goes rising at the top corner like that, it was a great feeling.
It sure was for everyone inside, but in Crescent Bar, probably about 30 fans down in that far corner. You made 4 changes to the starting 11 this afternoon. Can you explain why you made those changes? Obviously, one of those was David Ferguson, who you brought in from Darlington yesterday.
Yeah, come in, he had a nice, steady debut. Nothing great, just nice and steady. Got through the game, and he'll get better once he gets to know the players. We brought the goalkeeper in. I thought, he did fine. Didn't have an awful lot to do, but what he did all right. So I thought little Aidan Connolly was great. He's a game changer, and we knew that was going to tire on the hour. I can't remember the last time he played a game. It was probably pre-season, but he just gave you a little bit something different, Again, there's so much to build on and so much to work with them types of players.
Yeah, I think he excites the crowd. He's one of those players who gets the crowd up off their seats, isn't he?
Yeah, he does something different, doesn't he? And you just got to make sure off the ball he learns that side of the game as well, because it's not always what you do on the ball, it's how to win a game off the ball. And I thought we had a good shape. Certainly changed it to 4-4-2 to make sure that we were a little bit more compact and just to see the game out. It
was one of your first jobs when you came to York City to tell Aidan Connolly that you wanted him to be a part of this club.
Yeah, I sat down with him, and I said it's a fresh start for everybody. I think that's really important. Everyone understands that, and it doesn't matter whether you've been in the starting 11 on the bench or the boys out there working now. We've got to improve this squad, and we've got to improve the fitness levels, and the better we become at that, and the stronger we become.
And you clearly have a lot of belief in Ryan Edmondson, only 16, making his first team debut here today. To bring him on in a game like this, where you quite openly before the game said you've got to win, you want to finish top of this league, that shows you must have a lot of faith in him.
Well, listen, I've known about him. I've seen him play Tuesday. I'm big for the academy. I'm really big for the academy. I know some fantastic players come through here over the years, and I've kept a really close eye on it. So it was nice to give a kid a win. It's a big occasion, but one thing I'm delighted about is for our chairman. He deserved that today, and he's put his faith in myself and Dave Penny to come in, and I'd just like to thank the chairman for let's donate that game to the chairman, because it's a fantastic 3 points for him.
Was it hard naming your matchday squad today, or was it a pretty simple decision for you?
I always judge players what we do in the training ground, and if you don't work hard, then don't expect to play Saturdays. And that's the mentality I work to, and players will soon get used to it. It's about making sure that we all in this together. We become a big family, and when we're having tough times, we don't have any cracks appearing. So a lot of work to do, but this was a great start, and something to build on.
There were a couple of surprises maybe for some of the crowd when we saw the line-up to 16. There was obviously Louis Armand, no Connor Smith, who most people thought made a bit of an impression last week at South Shields in the second half. Were they tactical reasons why you left them out, or was any of them injured?
I think at home I like to go, attacking options off the bench. I think that away from home it's a little bit different, where you've got a lot sort of look. Maybe you need a defensive midfield player, certainly a centre half or a full back. So it's horses for courses, and we'll look at that as the weeks go by.
And do you think you learnt anything today that you didn't already know about this side?
There's so much to work with. There's some real quality there, but we have got to get fitter. We've got to get stronger. We've got to learn more about game management and seeing the game out, because there will be times in every game where teams have very good spells of play, and we've got to make sure that we're very, very disciplined and hard to break down.
And do you think that lack of fitness sometimes leads to a lack of confidence because they know as games progress they are going to find it harder to see out games.
I think it's like everything, you know, when you fatigue, you make mistakes, you lose your discipline, you lose your shape, and I keep battering them about fitness levels, but you know, the top players in the world are the fitness players in the world, and we've got to make sure that the work we're doing on the training ground out there now, that everybody's going to improve that.
And in a way, do you feel as though you've come into York City at a good time of the season where there aren't lots of midweek games, so you are going to get a lot of time on the training ground with these players to try and improve them?
I've come in as a good time because there's 87 points to play for. There was 90 before today, so you know there's certainly something to work with. You know, the club are coming in the playoffs, but you know the good thing is that you know we've got through that madness of that Saturday, Tuesday, August, September, which for every club, every manager's very little you can do apart from prepare the players. But it's nice now that we can get them in Monday, do a double session, you know, and they'll be back on it come Monday.
And you go now to Leamington next Saturday, who had a surprise result. I think many people will think winning at Salford today, so they're going to be full of confidence because they've been towards the lower reach of the table so far this season.
There's no easy games, and that result today proves that. So today was about what we did, and we're going to go into that game with 3 points behind us, no more than 3 points, nothing to get carried away about, but we'll be better next week again. You
were delighted at the end. I saw you punching the crowd. You loved it.
Yeah, what more would you want as a manager with a fan base like this and a club like this? It's exciting.
Great, well done.
Thank
really
you.
pleased for you. Thank you.